Basi. Tunaongea juu ya Mbeere North. As we've hinted towards, there's a lot happening, and we'll be having Geoffrey Ruku, who is the Cabinet Secretary for Public Works. He also happens to be the former MP there. Now, before he gets to studio, I want to speak to someone who is also, I would say, heavily invested in this. Ayub Savula, who is the Deputy Party Leader for DAP-K. Yeah, let me leave it at that, because
he'll have to answer.
He'll have to answer for other things. Yeah. But Deputy Party Leader, DAP-K, we'll get him on the phone. And just looking at this by-election as a litmus test, and what Eugene Wamalwa said in the bites that we had played earlier, we'll even play it a bit later. Eugene Wamalwa said, in the previous election, Mambo ilianza Mrima. That was where we began basically losing the battle. So it's like, that's why we're coming here to start winning this time. I'm paraphrasing, but loosely, that's what he said. Now, I don't know kama hiyo ni kubamba tu watu wa Mbeere North, so they feel important and they feel like this by-election is critical to 2027 elections, or if it's actually true. I don't know.
Jury's out.
I think if you look at it as this by-election is a litmus test on the popularity of these political parties in the various regions, then yes, it's the only parliamentary by-election taking place in the mountain.
Yes.
Okay? And then the ruling party has a candidate. The chairperson of this ruling party is from this mountain. The deputy party leader of this ruling party is from this mountain. The immediate former deputy party leader is from this mountain and is now a party leader of an opposing party. Okay? The candidate, the person who is now in cabinet, who was an MP, was a member of a Democratic Party. And the party leader of the Democratic Party was in the cabinet, and he was replaced by this MP who was going to, you know, like, there is a lot that's going on.
It's quite, yeah.
The candidate who is now representing the opposition is from the Democratic Party, which had sponsored the winning candidate in the last election in this constituency. So there's a lot that's, you know, if you just look at it that way, it's a lot.
It's like juggling.
It's juggling.
Yeah, there's a lot of balls in the air.
And if the DP candidate wins this election, then it's a leg up for the united opposition, which can say, you see, we have Mulima on lock. We can use that to show we have Mulima on lock. If the DP candidate loses, then you can expect that the deputy president and the governor of Embu and other leaders who are supporting the government will be saying, Mulima gani mnasema mko nayo? Mnasema mko na Mulima gani?
That's fair.
So
it's a bit of a defining factor in many senses. But you're right, it's such a hotly contested area. It will just be very interesting to see how this goes. The way the former deputy president spoke and just said, yeah, you continue doing, you'll come and find us here if you think. But I was looking at some of the reasons why I'm invested, because there's a historical identity to it. There's politics and power shifts. So Mbeere North has always been a battleground constituency. Because honestly, in every election, because I've done a few, it comes up by elections.
Okay.
Doesn't it?
This area.
This area comes up.
It was
And
called
not
Gashoka
Mbeere South,
initially. That part of Mbeere.
Yes.
In what it was called before. Remember, it was when the current party leader of DP was the MP, it was Siakago. Previously, it was, split from Siakago, it was Gashoka. It is a place, like we were told by the person that we hosted here a couple of months ago, that this area is also the region where the Nyagas came from.
Yes.
And
so there's that legacy
a whole
factor.
Legacy of the Nyagas.
So it's hotly contested.
Wow.
We have our
Ayub Savula.
Ayub Savula on the line.
There's another by-election happening in Malava constituency. And this was, following the death of the former MP, Marolu Njendi, and now the political parties have candidates here, okay? Ayub Savula is on the ground. He's campaigning in this one, and he joins us on the line. He's the Deputy Governor of Kakamega County. Good morning, Deputy Governor.
Morning, Eric.
Thank you very much for speaking to us this morning. I spoke to you just a short while earlier before we went on air, and you said you have been up and down, but you're getting back onto the ground in Malava and campaigning in Malava.
The ground.
Yeah,
I'm already in Malava.
For which candidate are you campaigning?
I'm supporting the UDA candidate.
Huh?
I'm supporting the UDA candidate.
How come?
I'm a DAP deputy party leader, but the office I hold as a deputy governor of Kakamega, national government and county government are bound to work together. We signed a working agreement between DAP and ODM for the Kakamega gubernatorial elections, where we split half-half in terms of sharing of the office.
So then...
So I'm bound to follow the boss. The boss is the governor.
Okay.
And he's supporting the UDA candidate. So if I support the DAP candidate, we split the county.
I've got... Walk us through.
I'm in a catch-24 situation.
24.
Yeah, this is a catch-24 situation. So
let's look at the candidates, okay? DAP-K, which Ayub Savula is the deputy party leader, has a candidate in the name of Seth Panyako. UDA has a candidate called David Ndakwa. Then there is a candidate for Kenya Moja Movement, Wilberforce Tuvei, Manyasi of DNA, Edgar Busiaga Mwanga of DCP. But the two, front candidates are, of course, the UDA and the DAP-K candidates. Now, the deputy party leader of DAP-K is saying, I am being forced by the circumstances, the pre-election agreements that we had to go with the UDA candidate. Am I getting you right, Savula?
Yes, that's perfect.
Please explain to us again slowly, like who are not there in 2022 or even last week, on this pact that you have.
This 50-50 split, as you call it.
You see, I was running for governorship under a DAP ticket.
Yes.
But we negotiated with ODM because since we were in Azimio, I dropped my ambitions. I became number 2, but we share the county government.
Yes.
So we signed an agreement that we deposited with the register of political parties.
Okay.
Then that bound us to work together for 5 years up to 2027. And I'm going with that agreement between ODM and DAP. Yeah, that is the situation. Kakamega County is different from other counties. Other counties, deputies were picked. Here it was a negotiated democracy.
Right.
Yeah.
So has ODM formally endorsed the UDA candidate?
Yes.
ODM as a
candidate. The UDA candidate.
Okay.
It has no candidate. They are supporting the UDA candidate. That's why I'm bound to support the UDA candidate.
Let me ask you, where are you most conflicted when it comes to straddling these two truths? Where do you feel most conflicted?
I feel most conflicted when it comes to party matters. Because I'm in the executive. A deputy governor, you're in the executive. A governor, you're in the executive. If I was just a mere member of parliament who is in legislative, I would have supported that. But since I'm in the government, I support the government direction. Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, it's still for me.
You're doing the math.
I'm still really doing the math. This agreement is in force until 2025. You've said
2027.
Oh, sorry, 2027. Sorry. Okay. What happens after?
After 2027, we'll see how the situation goes. I've never been in one political party. In 2013, I won Lugari parliamentary seat on UDF ticket. 2017, I came back on ANC ticket. 2022, I went to DAP. I moved to political parties depending on the circumstances at that time.
Okay. What does then your party leader and the executive within your party have to say about you basically following this agreement and backing the UDA candidate?
They know the agreement is in force. That's why no one in the party has called me. No one has given me a notification of maybe disciplinary action because they know the document they signed. The Secretary General signed the document. A party leader, Eugene Omalo, signed the document binding us to work together.
Okay.
And it's in force. Yeah.
Negotiated democracy.
Savula, I think you're playing a very clever politics here, but we all can see the politics that you're trying to play here. I mean, I've just got to tell you.
That's clever politics.
Look.
I'm just exercising what is on pen and paper.
The agreements that were signed by the Azimio members, some of them are in place still on paper, but we know by and large they are broken, especially when it comes to ODM.
Yes.
And that's why we are seeing that even in the national politics, ODM and the united opposition are not in the same camp. The united opposition, into which your party belongs, is in the opposing camp from where the ODM is. The ODM is in broad-based. Your party is not in broad-based.
And what I'm asking is, where is the agreement that has been done between DCP and DAP where our NEC has not been involved? How do you work with a party that we have not signed any document with them? DAP has not signed any agreement with DCP. Which agreement? It went through which meeting? I sit in the National Management Committee meeting. We are 12 members. I also sit in NEC. We've never seen such a document of the united opposition.
So you
Actually, it's a divided opposition.
So you don't support the united opposition?
I don't support the ideology that we are working with DCP when the party leader of DCP actually portrays a picture of being a tribalist. So some of those things are the ones I disagree with. I cannot work with leaders who are portrayed or perceived to be tribalist. When you just keep on saying Mlima, chairs and what, I dissociate with that. Because you cannot come to Western Kenya and get votes here, and yet you are the one who has been saying that, these guys did not deliver enough for Ruto in 2022. How will you work on the ground with such a leader?
Yes. The DCP party leader has also alleged that you have been co-opted, and I'm using that as a light word.
You see,
by UDA.
Where I disagree with my party leader also, Eugene Wamalwa,
this is the DCP leader, not your party leader.
Yes.
Yes.
The DCP leader say we are co-opted where?
Yeah, just that.
Where were we co-opted? And when? I sit in the National Management Committee. I've never seen such a document. I sit in NEC. The last time we had NEC is 3 months ago. We've never held another NEC meeting. So where were these documents adopted? Because party has structures.
Okay, you were saying you disagree with your party leader?
Yes.
On what grounds?
On the issue of saying that if someone is looking for him, and they are giving an example of Ruto, if Ruto is looking for DAP party leader, then they must go through Rigiji. How? How do you go through another party? A party that has no MCA, single MCA, a party that has no single MP. DAP is number 5 party in Kenya, with 6 members of parliament, 2 deputy governors, and a governor. We get a revenue share from political parties fund, 31.6 million every year. So how do you go to another party that has no single MP or single MCA, or even, it has not even a governor? It's just a very new party without structures all over the country. And here you are a party with structures. Unless you are you're working reverse psychology.
So do you think DAP would win this seat? Because like you're saying, DAP is a very strong party. It even has very many members, including a deputy governor of Kakamega County.
Right.
Do you think DAP is actually strong enough to win this seat?
Malava seat, DAP is going to lose outrightly. Going to lose.
Why?
Because they had shown indicators earlier that they are withdrawing the candidate in Wisero by-election in favor of DCP. Then the DCP withdrew their candidate in Malava in favor of DAP. And Makiu, we had surpassed that timeline where the name had been submitted to IBC, and IBC had cleared them. So the DCP candidate, his image, his photo will remain on the ballot paper even up to the voting day. So if you have withdrawn your candidate last minute, what value does he add when he's still on the ballot? IBC says they will not remove the names on the ballot.
If Edgar Busiaga's name had been removed earlier, do you think Seth Panyako could have won?
I negotiated that with my party leader. In fact, he instructed me to issue a press conference. DCP withdraw your candidate before IBC clearance, then I would have even maybe thought about supporting them. But they did things kijuakali. Yeah, kijuakali.
That's what I'm
I
asking
decided
you.
these people are disorganized. Then they come on the ground. Natembea is quarreling with Malala. Malala is quarreling with Khalwale. How do you win when you are a divided opposition?
Hey, Ayub,
That's
you've
totally
said
divided.
had they had their house in order, you'd have thought about supporting them.
Yes, I would have given a second thought.
So this isn't really
But they're
about
so
the
disorganized.
agreement that existed, the ODM. Yeah,
personal.
yeah, it's
I am saying
personal.
I would have given a second thought. Because Seth Panyako was a very strong candidate on the ground compared to Ndakwa, who has been the minority leader in the county assembly. But now, Panyako has gone down, and Ndakwa has peaked because of the division in the opposition. When they come on the ground, they don't address issues. When they come on the ground, they start quarreling among themselves.
So who is Malala campaigning for?
In Equisero, is campaigning for DCP candidate.
Okay.
In the by-election for MCA. In Malava, is campaigning for DAP candidate.
Okay.
But they are clashing all over.
Wait. Let's focus on Malava.
Yeah.
So in Malava, DCP is campaigning for the DAP-K candidate.
Yes.
Okay. And in Malava, the DAP-K deputy party leader is campaigning for the UDA candidate.
Yes.
And in Malava, the Kakamega senator, who is a UDA senator, is campaigning for the DAP-K candidate.
DAP-K candidate. Yes.
So there is a UDA senator who's campaigning for DAP-K. There's a DAP-K deputy party leader and deputy governor who's campaigning for UDA. Mumetuchanganya
The
bwana.
house is not in order.
You
No
see,
house is
my house is in order. You see, the other factor is, I'm bound to work with the MCAs of the county because the legislative assembly or the legislative matters, we take it to the county assembly. And this guy is still our minority leader in the county assembly. All MCAs within the county are backing him. For a united county, I'm bound to support also the UDA candidate because it's one of our MCAs. The Seth is perceived as an outsider in county matters because he does not hold any position in the county. So I'm right to support an MCA within the county because he's receiving also the backing of all the 7 MCAs within Malava. All the 7 MCAs, including the DAP MCAs in Malava, are all supporting the candidate, the UDA candidate.
If I'm right, Bona Deputy Governor, the news of you supporting the UDA candidate came after or during a rally where you attended, and one of the campaigners for the UDA candidate, who is the president's PA, Farouk Kibet, was also present.
Yes.
When you see Farouk Kibet coming to campaign, and that's the same ground where you are now saying that you now support the UDA candidate, it goes with what Dan Boni Khalwale is saying, "Huyu jamaa amepewa kakitu."
There's nothing. My friend, I'm a very rich fella. I don't need to follow these small things. I don't need to follow. You know me very well. I'm a businessman. You understand? If you Google me, you see everything. And I don't hide anything.
Okay.
Khalwale has never done even business of selling even goat in a Hayaga market where you earn 6,000 only per day. He has never done any business. He's a doctor, but he has not even a clinic. So just leave his propaganda. I announced before I went to Malava to join Farouk for that by-election.
Okay.
And furthermore, Farouk is my neighbor. We schooled together in a Form 1 in a local secondary school before I went to Viga High School.
Okay.
And he disappeared to Ruto's camp.
Okay. Thank you.
Ayub Savula, thank you very much for speaking to us. All the best as you hit the ground. We hope that you maintain peace.
Yeah.
We are going to win by landslide.
Asante. Ayub Savula, the Deputy Governor of Kakamega County. He's also Deputy Party Leader of DAP-K, which has a candidate in the name of Seth Panyako in the by-elections. But he is supporting David Ndakwa. And he says it's because we had a pre-election agreement with ODM, and the ODM is supporting UDA. So now I have to support. Long story. When we come back, our guest in the studio will be the Cabinet Secretary for Public Service, who is the immediate former MP for Mere North. And Mere North is also one of the areas where we have a by-election next week. Geoffrey Roko. Let's take a break, though, at 27 minutes past 7. We'll be back in a moment to say hello to him.